me, it's always been, always will be the words, right? That's your job. It's not just say the words, but it's communicate those words. And that's where, like, Xander Berkeley and I connected on The Walking Dead on a professional level to begin, obviously, because we both have this crazy old school fucking acting thing of listening and responding, but getting the person to hear it, communicating the words. So every take can be different. Xander and I would have such a blast because we could play. We trusted each other because we knew where, we were coming from. But it is, even I think when people watch things and they don't know why someone is good, aside from it makes them feel something, a lot of it, I can break it down to the simplicity of it's because they're asking the question or they're really answering.
Oh, yeah.
They're being truthful to the words.
Yeah.
And most of the time, a lot of acting is so surfacey, and people aren't behind what they're saying. They're on top of it.
Yeah.
And it's a very simple thing that is incredibly hard for a lot of people, because then you factor in with a lot of actors, which I haven't found that much, but and maybe it's because I look this way, so I can't worry about being vain because I don't have to concern myself about looking good or pretty. Like, this is not my face, So some people that are born with some gorgeous genetic thing, I guess you do become more self-conscious of your looks, possibly. But, we know these actors that tend to be more concerned sometimes with how they look, and not just physically, but also how they're coming across, which was this whole fucking thing of actors, talking like this. And even like, I've sat in a bigger room than this with a table, and there's this. First of all, I find this volume to be pretty low just in this room, and we're all close to each other.
Yeah.
So how are you doing this if I'm across the room? Because I can't even hear you. So I believe in, the reality is you're going to speak depending on the distance or if you're outside. But I'm surprised how that doesn't happen a lot.
Yeah. I just saw a movie where some guy, it was a Western, some guy is standing in a doorway talking to you. The sheriff, he's outside, and guy's talking that softly. It's like, we got to go round him up and go get him and do this. And you're like, you're outside, and there are horses. Well, there's no way in reality, realistically, anybody would have heard.
And it's weird. Like, I don't know why this began or why, like, I like to, and it's generally a thing with, I think a lot of the characters I play are out there more. And it's more because I just like to be like, I'm an animated person. So animated people exist. So you can be an animated actor. Yeah. Your face can move. Like, I mean, you look at De Niro's resting De Niro face. That's a bizarre thing, right?
Resting De Niro face.
I love that. De Niro.
I just watched The Irishman.
It is what it is. Yeah, it is what it is. That's what
did everyone see this?
I did.
A couple times.
I did.
Really? So should we segue right into this?
Let's talk about that.
Okay.
Sure.
Okay, so what'd you think?
I thought it was
you saw it twice, so.
Yeah. It's dense, man. It's a dense flick. Like, I felt
you watched it through the 3.5.
Was. It's a return for me. It's a return to the types of movies like Goodfellas, where automatically out of the gate, people were quoting it. People everyone's like, it's what it is all over the place.
It's what it is.
Iconic character, like this Whispers guy. Like, there's a couple others I can think of. There's a lot going on, man. We all knew. He's Scorsese's next level, but this is such a advanced piece. I feel like there's so much going on. You get so much in there. One of the things I liked about it was that scene when he's bringing the truck down to Florida And then Howard Hunt meets him. And Howard Hunt was this CIA agent who in real life confessed on his deathbed to killing Kennedy, to being the third shooter, for real. So it's not a mistake that he put that scene in. There's no other reason for that scene to even be there, really, because it's kind of like a non sequitur in a lot of ways.
Wow.